Hello, how are we doing? Youngster, what's going on, bud? All right, well, let's go ahead and jump on over. If the music is too loud or anything like that, definitely let me know. I know how loud it is on my side, but kind of hard to tell if it's too loud for y'all. So let's go ahead and hop on over. What's up? How's everything going? I hope everybody's doing well today. I'm sorry I've not been able to stream more, but unfortunately at work I've been on call every weekend ever since I came home, and so it's difficult to stream on the weekends when I'm always at work. But hopefully in the near future I'll be able to at least go back to like 2 streams a week. That's what I would like to do. But what's up, Uki? How's it going, bud? Well, so I am currently playing with the most nightliest of nightly builds that you possibly can. This is all of the stuff that will be going into the nightly for tonight. You might notice on the screen, it looks a little different than it has before. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what is coming with 51.0. I'm excited. I am pumped. The future. This is the future. So essentially, a guy named Hawk has been doing just absolute work. What's up, Rogue Betty? How are you? Also, before we get too far into this, Psychatic. Thank you so much for following the channel. I really appreciate it. That means a lot. But yeah, so they have been doing some work on the whole layout and everything. And Ileani featured this on her stream a few days ago, maybe last week. But briefing room, totally different. What's up? Fostering way too many kittens. There is no such thing as too many kittens. There is no such thing. But yeah, briefing room is way different. 21 is a lot. I'm not going to say there's too many, but it's a lot. Definitely a lot. Move this down just a little. Not that. This? Yeah, let's move this down. Or like that. But it's definitely a lot. It's a lot. I'm going to do a couple of housekeeping things really fast. I'm gonna try to make Alex out there happy. He was sad because one other thing. So have you ever been in the situation where you wanted to be able to see your pilots and you wanted to be able to see who had leadership, who had strategy, who had scouting skills, and you were frustrated because the views never lined up to show you all those things? Well, there is now an aggregate combat view that shows you your piloting skill, your gunnery skill, piloting skill, tactics, strategy, leadership, scouting. Everything you need. It's right there. It's what you need. No. We don't need to know about fatigue. There ain't no such thing as fatigue. Okay, but anyways, so Alex was sad because I wasn't taking the cockpit off of another mech to give it to our happy dandy Warhammer C, which, okay, I get it. Why don't we repair status strip? No. Now then, Wasp, all we want to do is take off the cockpit. Go to the head. Cockpit. Why don't we do rush job? Brings us to a 3. Do it in 75 minutes? Absolutely. Okay, cool. Then the Warhammer C on a 4? Yeah. Boom. That's what's up. Okay, so we have a Warhammer C that works now. And we will change you to repair. And I think I already deployed all of the folks. But what I can do, that's all my close-in jumpy stuff. Charlie Lance. Don't want to... Ooh. I could sub out Applesauce's 0-1K with that Warhammer C. That would actually go pretty well. And that would fit that pretty decently. Let's do that. All right. Applesauce in the Warhammer. Assigned to unit, pilot, mech, heavy, Warhammer C. Remove and add. And then we will jump right into whatever it was we were going to be doing. So, briefing room, facility assault. Oh, it fits now. Doesn't get all weird and wonky. I hope this stays like this. A hidden enemy control facility has been identified for destruction. This installation is too valuable to remain in enemy hands, and its defenders must be eliminated to ensure it is no longer operational. Your mission is to destroy at least 75% of the defending forces. This is not an occupation, this is an eradication. The priority is destruction, not capture. Do not concern yourself with securing the facility. The enemy will fight to protect this installation, but their defenses will crumble under sustained pressure. Crush their forces, level the defenses, and ensure that when the battle is over, the facility is of no use to anyone. The victor will control the battlefield at the end of the engagement. If the facility remains salvageable after the assault, we will destroy it. The enemy will be left with nothing but ruins. Execute with overwhelming force, leave no doubt who owns the battlefield. There we go. All right. And we already have a whole bunch of stuff assigned. So, assignments. Here. No. I think it's supposed to show the things that are assigned right here, but it isn't for whatever reason. That's okay. No bigs. Let's go ahead and start game. Commence drop. We'll go ahead and take recovery A with us. Confirm. Take an extra tech or two just to make sure we're good to go. Ote. Oh yes, allow this. Allow. It's okay. It's fine. And before I forget, client settings. Warning color. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, everything looks like it's right. And so, oh, that's right. They're bringing the War Dog, Black Knight, and the Wasp. Okay. I'm not afraid. You're afraid. We're not going to do any minefields. Wow, we did not roll well. That's fine, though. There we rolled better. The battle armor coming in on round 8. They will be here when it is all done. Oof, okay. I think we just plop you right there. Yeah, it's definitely interesting to watch the buildings pop in, but you know what? I love it. I love the new advanced buildings. Absolutely love them. It means that turrets are deadly. You can't just destroy the building they're sitting on and get rid of the turrets because the building had a CF of like 5. And you either have to make a decision to ignore them and fight the rest of your fight, or to actually do something about them, which means you probably want to take infantry into them. Is that a fuel tank right next to the reinforced building? I think these are fuel tanks. But I don't see any... Oh, yep, it is. It is. Go away. It's definitely a fuel tank. Nothing could possibly go wrong with that. It's fine. I don't know which one is getting the call sign nothing. Oh man, this map is not big enough. Let's just put you right there. Does that put things in long range? It does. Barely. Okay. I mean, I guess I did leave the Manticore over there just, like, hanging in the wind. Oops. It's fine. Ooh, okay. Well, do that. Let's see what happens when we shoot a fuel tank. Yeah, definitely go there. So we'll see if we can't get both sides on this war dog. You know, give him some presents, do nice things for him. Maybe give him a cookie. Shoot. Three, 4, and a 5. That didn't work. Okay. That's fine. Got to the right place, so we're okay. Well, medium laser. LRM, not a good idea. But you know what? You miss everything you don't shoot. So just shoot all of the things. Now, what was it that Betty's not a fan of again? Remember there's a thing. Isn't it, what, swarms? Isn't that what it is? Swarms? Or is it Inferno bombs? It's one of the two. Do that. Go over just a little tiny bit. 10, 6, 8. Oh, that's why there's arrows, just arrows in general. That's unfortunate. Okay, we'll do that. We'll throw some stuff at the War Dog. Hopefully, big ol' hopefully, we can hit with at least a couple of things. I really wish he was in the front arc for the Brutus so that we could do things and stuff. Looked like something bad might have happened to the Brutus, though. The Wasp shooting the Manicore misses. Manicore firing at the Wasp only hits with a couple of SRMs, doing a total of 2 to the left torso, 2 to the left torso, 2 to the left arm, and 2 more to the left torso, critting with no effect. It's down to 0 armor. Sniper turret hits the Awesome to the left torso, but not a whole lot else happens. Black Knight misses War Dog, firing at the Brutus. Hits with a Gauss rifle, destroying the engine. No! Now we're never going to face him. Then large pulse rifle into the large pulse laser into the right side, pulse laser into the right side, critting with no effect. Medium pulse into the front, and streak hits as well, doing 2 to the rear and 2 to the right side. Another streak hits, doing 2 to the right side, 2 to the front. We're not in a great place. Medium flak turret peppers the Awesome a little bit. Ostrak of the War Dog puts a medium laser into the right torso and a medium laser into the right torso. Missed with both of the ER largest, naturally. BSC needed a 6, and of course he rolled a 4 and a 5. Why not? Yeah, clusters on V's suck, which is why they're a little cheaper, but I still love them. The Kerensky puts a PPC into the Black Knight's left torso, Gauss rifle into the left leg, but it's behind cover. Then the medium laser misses. Then we blow up the fuel tank. Well, that's nice. Doesn't really do a whole lot else. Awesome hits the Black Knight with 1, 2, 3 PPCs. The right arm's down to 10 armor. The center torso is at 15. The left torso is at 0. Marauder at the War Dog, PPC to the left leg, missed the other PPC, LB-10X into the left arm, and missed with the medium pulse. Light flak turret against the Awesome, hits with a whole bunch of stuff, but only peppers him. And the Brutus misses with both PPCs. The War Dog took 20 damage, needs a 7, rolls a 4, falls. Goes on to the front, takes 5 to the center torso and 1 to the left leg, but the pilot avoids damage. The Black Knight took 40 damage. Oh dear. Needs 10, rolls an 8, falls down, falls onto the rear, takes 3 damage at the right leg, and breaches the right leg. That is a bumski, and then the pilot takes a hit. I know, it wasn't a big bang. It's kind of a bummer. Alright, so the Awesome is warm, everybody else is pleasantly heated, and that's about it. We are only 7 turns from the battle armor arriving. Go ahead and skip the Awesome. Well, I guess we might as well get behind the War Dog. Seems like a good idea. Okay, so how about we don't bog down in the mud, and instead we just cruise onto the cement there. Oh, you have shots on the War Dog? Yeah, just hang out there. Oh, no, the Marauder fell. Damn it, Power. That is less than ideal. Took a tumble and skidded. No shots, but that's okay. A couple of PPCs at the Black Knight should teach him a lesson about standing up. All right, we'll go ahead and go 3 over this time. That's totes cool. And then unload everything in the general direction of the Wasp. Yeah, I don't like drifting my Marauders. It's especially drifting Marauder prone in front of a War Dog. That is straight up not a good time. All right, right arm, right torso, right arm. See what happens. But at least we can hit with the Orion. It's a 5, and I'll take it. Well, that's unfortunate. He also put 2 PPCs into the Black Knight, hitting the right arm, taking out all the armor, and a PPC into the center torso. It's down to 5 armor. The flak turret hits the Ostrock with a single pellet. The Wasp misses. Black Knight against the Orion misses with everything. War Dog against the Marauder hits with the Gauss rifle in the left leg. Large pulse going into the left arm. Medium pulse to the right arm. Medium pulse into the right leg. But luckily the Marauder can't fall because it's already on the ground, so we're good. Light sniper turret misses with everything. Ostrock against the War Dog hits with a medium laser to the left arm. Large laser into the left leg. And the SRM-4 hits with 3 of its dead fires, doing 3 to the left arm, 3 to the left leg, and 3 to the right leg. Manicore against the Wasp. Nice. Medium laser hits the right arm down to 2 internal structure, getting a double crit. SRM hits with 4 missiles, destroys the right arm, hits the right leg, and the right torso, but missed with the PPC, unfortunately. Our Marauder misses with everything, but that's okay. The Kerensky hits with the snub nose into the right leg, but misses with the Gauss rifle, unfortunately. The flak turret peppers our Kerensky as well. War Dog, once again, needs a 7, rolls a 2, falls down, falls to the front, doing 5 to the center torso, 1 to the right leg, and the pilot avoids damage. The Black Knight fell again. Suffered 3 damage, took 3 damage to the left torso and reached its left torso, and then the pilot took a hit. This Black Knight is straight up not having a good time. But I fear that my Marauder is also about to be having a bad time. Oh, wait, no, because the War Dog fell. We're good. All right, so we kicked the center torso rear. All right, the War Dog is up to 5 heat, so he's a little warm, but not too bad. Should be totes good. And there we are. I know. Yeah, too much lying down on the job. Oh, man, this is a bummer, because no matter where I go, that Manicore is going to get jumped on by the Wasp. And, of course, the War Dog is able to move, but... Oh, man, I think we do that. Let's do that. Seems like a vaguely good idea. Oh, the wasp jumped behind the mana core. That's not quite what I was expecting. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. Everybody succeeded. Life is good. Oh, good. You have shots on the War Dog now. So... Oh, man, but he's in medium range. That's a bummer, man. So, I mean, I've got to kill the Black Knight no matter what. Yeah, let's go ahead and bum. Let's go ahead and put 3 PPCs into the Black Knight and just keep working him down. The Mana Core can't do anything, so we'll skip you. Ostrak. Do that so we can cool down just a tiny bit. Okay, we're going to get warm with the Marauder, because what else are you supposed to do with a Marauder? Still can't do a whole lot. And then for you, might as well. Actually, double AC-10s, SRMs, might as well. Cool. Well, the Awesome put 2 of its 3 PPCs into the Black Knight, but put it into the right leg, so no effect, but into the left torso, where it's down to 3 internal structure. The light sniper turret hits the Awesome twice with a couple of AC-2s. Medium flak turret also peppers the Awesome. Not doing a whole lot, though, other than just dinging their armor. Ostrak hits with an ER large into the left arm. It's down to 2 internal structure on the War Dog. The SRM hits, but anti-missile system engaged, so only 1 of the missiles hits, doing 3 to the right arm. Marauder against the War Dog hits with a PPC to the right torso, LV-10X in the right torso down to 9 internal structure, medium pulse into the left leg down to 0 armor, and a medium pulse into the right arm down to 15 armor. War Dog hits with the Gauss rifle against Marauder's right arm, large pulse into the left arm, medium pulse into the center torso. Not great, but we're still doing okay. We're doing okay. Kerensky hits with a snub nose against the Black Knight, but would have gone into the leg. Oh, and then hits with the Gauss rifle to the center torso, critting on the gyro down to 13 internal structure, medium laser into the center torso, critting on the gyro again, and a medium laser into the left torso, destroying the left torso, transferring some to the center torso, critting on an engine. Black Knight fired at the Behemoth and missed. Light flak turret hits the Awesome with a little bit of stuff. The Behemoth hits with a couple of dead fires, but not really. Hits the center torso with some LRM, and then we destroyed the center torso. The Black Knight is now destroyed, but we will not be salvaging it, unfortunately. But that is 1 down. War Dog, once again, took 40 damage, needs an 8, rolls a 3, falls onto its rear, doing 5 to the right torso rear and 1 to the head. The pilot takes a hit, then the pilot takes another hit, and then the pilot blacks out. Nice. Very nice. Cool. You know, I think we're just going to take out the legs on that War Dog and call it good. We'll do that. Oh, I didn't even realize that the Marauder fell as well. Womp womp. Come back here, I'll bite your ankles off. What a great movie. So I started, what is it, HBO? I think it's on HBO. HBO has a Mel Brooks documentary right now that is pretty hilarious, pretty awesome, and it's just really fun to see. It's 2 episodes long, and I've only seen the first episode, but it's awesome so far. Okay, so we got the left leg and the right leg. Left leg is worse off. Okay, so if we shoot at the right leg, it's a -2 to hit. I think you can manage that. Yeah, that'll be fine. Then we can skip you. We'll skip. So he shot the right leg. You can shoot at the left leg. Between the two of you, that should take out both the legs. Well, the Wasp managed to hit the Manticore and destroyed the engine just immediately. First time he hits it, just boom. Goodbye, engine. But the Manticore gets its revenge by putting a medium laser into the right arm, which goes to the right torso, critting on a heat sink. The LRM hits with 3 dead fires, doing 5 to the right arm, transfers to the right torso, destroys the right torso, gets a couple of heat sinks, transfers 1 to the center torso, and does an additional damage to the center torso. Then we hit with 4 SRMs, doing 2 to the center torso, 2 to the left arm, 2 to the left arm, blowing off the left arm, 2 to the left leg. PPC hits the left leg, destroying the left leg, and transferring a little bit to what's left of the left torso. Is down to 2 internal structure. So the Wasp is also not going anywhere. Medium flak turret continues to pepper the Awesome. Managed to hit the head once, but fortunately we had a little bit of edge. Oh, ah! Ileani, so good to see you back. Yes, I am so excited for Spaceballs 2. So very excited. The Marauder hits the... Well, obviously it hits. It does all the things. And then doesn't destroy the right leg, but whatever. It's fine. We crit on the hip. He's not getting up. Then the Ostrak somehow misses the aim shots as well on the stationary target. But it's down to 3. It's fine. The Wasp automatically fell down because it lost the leg. Did some damage to its center torso. It's down to 0 armor, and the pilot takes a hit. All right. Just going to kick him for fun. Kick a guy while he's down. Ah, good. We destroyed the left leg. And kicked the left torso. Now, really quick question. The destroy or route. Okay, cool. Well, he's not going anywhere. He's unconscious. Well, he's not anymore, but he's not going anywhere. And yeah, that's it. So I think we can call this one a victory. This goes into the W column. Boom. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go. No, and yes. We'll just do right there. That'll be great. Well, we succeeded in our mission. Things are good there. I control the field. Okay, well, our Brutus had some heavy damage. Obviously, the Manticore, we just have to fix the engine. The Marauder, we gotta patch up the armor, but it'll be fine. Or we gotta patch up the engine on the Manticore. Okay, crippled, irreparable. That's fine. I don't think I do that. But every now and then I want the GIF. Sometimes I do. All right, there we go. Yes, confirm. Yes, great. Well, that's great. So we got the War Dog. We got what's left of the Black Knight. We got the Wasp. Can I? No! Should have destroyed more of the War Dog. That is truly tragic right there. Alright, I'm gonna let my employer have everything. It's fine. Everything is fine. I'm gonna increase the GUI size just a little bit. Whoops, that was the wrong setting thing. I should have, but alas, here we are today. MekHQ client settings, there we go. There are two things that I need to look at real quick, which number one is we're going to increase the GUI size just a little bit. Just a touch, just a titch. That way we can actually see what's going on. And then okay. And then I actually do need to go into wait for it. There we go. That's better. And then I actually do need to go into campaign options and so I mean, I'm kind of on the most recent Nightly, running it through IntelliJ, so kind of ish. Resources. Let's see here. What is it? Where? Oh, where? I have to remember. Individual initiative. I'll look later. It's fine. Oof. Yeah, I love the new just softball pirate things. Also, I thought there was something else here. Anyways, Ileana, you do not have to feel pressured to answer anything about MegaMek while you're here. Nothing at all. Zero. Nada. Zilch. If you are here to chill, do the chilling. Tell everybody else to kick rocks. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and mass repair salvage. Let's see what we can do here. Cool. We did the things. Ooh. Old school RuneScape? Heck yeah. Okay, we did all of the things. We might be a little bit... We are getting close to over on our prisoner capacity, which is slightly terrifying. But do I have... Also, I got to tell you, the aggregate combat view, so great. This brings joy. I was tooling through the glossary, saw the entry for it, and then immediately went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Hopefully you've been enjoying just doing some of these kind of, I'm going to say smaller tweaks, but on an Ileana scale, these smaller tweaks, and just being able to see these massive improvements from these little tiny things on your scale. I mean, the new graphic in the corner is freaking cool. The person who's doing all the UI stuff right now has done a phenomenal job with all their little tweaks. Oh, that's gross. I spent like 2.5 hours today trying to dig through and figure out a problem that I just put a PR in for, and it ended up being like 7 lines, maybe 10. I'm still not sure if it's right, but somebody will tell me when I'm wrong. Let's see here. Which track was that on? Ah, yes, naturally. Okay, next up we have that convoy raid that we still have to deal with, but that's fine. That is a couple of days away. That's a later me problem. So let's go advance a day. Okay, good, good, good. We're doing the things that we need to. We've got our convoy raid today. Yes. Yeah. I haven't watched your stream from today. I was busy most of the day, and when I wasn't, I wanted to not think and not people. All right, so for the convoy raid, who do we send on the convoy raid? So an enemy supply convoy is on the move, and this is our chance to cripple their logistics. Your mission is to intercept the raid, intercept and raid the convoy before it can escape the engagement zone. These supplies are vital to the enemy's war effort, and every truck or transport we eliminate weakens their ability to fight. Speed and aggression will be key. Hit them hard, hit them fast, and get out before their reinforcements arrive. Your primary objective is to prevent at least 50% of the convoy from reaching the far side of the engagement zone. Disrupt their formation, destroy their transports, and force them to abandon their mission. If their escort force proves too formidable, you have an alternative route to success. Destroy at least 50% of the convoy's escorts to force the remaining defenders to surrender. With their protection shattered, the convoy will have no choice but to stand down. The more convoy units that survive, the greater the spoils. Disabling transports instead of outright destruction may increase salvage potential, but that is a secondary concern to stopping the convoy itself. However, do not linger. The enemy will respond quickly, and we will not control the field once the battle ends. Execute the raid with precision, neutralize the targets, and withdraw before the enemy forces arrive. Whew, okay. Great. So this is like essentially the nightly that will be coming out tonight for 51.0. And 50.12 is the most current version. 50.11 is the current milestone. So if you're running 50.11, you're in the current milestone, which is great. That's a very fine version. There's a lot of really great stuff in it. 50.12 added advanced buildings, which are super cool. They're placeable turrets that are way better than the original ones. And by way better, I mean way worse for your health if you're going against them. It also introduced like infantry battles within buildings, which is a lot of fun. And then this one, there are so many changes. I am going to need to go through and write a list of all of the changes so that I can like make a video or something. Do I want Asteroid or Charlie? Asteroid, Charlie. I kind of think Baby Charlie. Let's do Charlie to start off with, and I can always reinforce with Asteroid if I need to. Okay, commit. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, this is essentially the nightly build. All right, what all are they bringing? So the Op 4, they are bringing a Commando, Griffin, Wasp, Stinger, and a Cicada. The Convoy, they have all of the things. Okay, cool. Neato pedo. If I can, let's get rid of Dusk Dawn. Oh, Moonless Night is not any better. Daylight, sounds great. All right, so we need to destroy or route 50% of the Op 4. So destroy 3 of these dudes. Somehow, some way. Which we should be able to do pretty handily, honestly. That should be pretty chill, pretty easy. All right. We can go ahead and do all of the repair stuffs. Do all of the repair-y things. Also, really quick, I had a mech warrior who I was just chilling, waiting You still have 2 days. 2 whole days on your compound fracture. They can do really disgusting things, which is why I'm thinking about going ahead and bringing a reinforcement lance. And I think I might just do it. Let's do asteroid. We'll reinforce instantly, and we rolled a 3. We failed. We failed after we rolled a 3 twice. Yeah, I mean, so nightly builds can be really nice if you're wanting to try new features and things like that. It can be a little challenging with nightly builds because a lot of times you have to redo a lot of your settings each time you open up a new nightly. But I don't know. It's all on what your preference is. Okay, well, let's go ahead and start the game, and then asteroid lance will arrive when they arrive. You don't need any recovery. Yes, the word on the street is that there will be a new build. They failed their roll. So when did they get here? When did they arrive? Round 16. Round 16. Okay, great. So they're just not coming. Cool. And that's totally fine. I mean, you know, they'll be here just in time to put labels on your body bags. Yes, absolutely. Okay, things are happening. There we go. All right, so the goal is going to be to kill the escorts. Pretty much we're going to ignore the majority of the convoy and just go straight for all of the escorts. That's annoying. Oh, but you can go up there. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, goodness. Let's see your longbow. That's a bummer. Go there. Really should have rotated him, but that's okay. And the Crusader we'll put right there. And we rolled terribly. Absolutely terribly. That's okay. It's okay because our reinforcements will be here in just 15 short rounds. 15 short rounds, friends. You know, I should almost get a second battle that lets me fight this a second time with those people for anybody who slips past me. Almost. Yeah, a whole 3 minutes. Do you know how much can happen in 3 minutes? It's a whole 3 minutes of real time. 3 minutes is long enough for a lot of badness to happen. What could possibly go wrong? It is shorter than the golden 5 minutes. Yeah, as kinetic as everything is in Battletech, 3 minutes is an eternity. Plus, the majority of my battles last, what, 10 rounds? So, 100 seconds. Yeah. Yeah, the most dangerous thing to say to an enlisted dude, I bet you won't do it. Number one way for them to end up with something really weird glued to them in a really weird place. Yes, one of the most dangerous things to say in an ER or anywhere else is, man, it's really quiet. Don't say that. Do not say that. Yeah. Yeah, really just anybody who deals with other people. Man, it seems really quiet. No. No, you don't say those words. You say literally anything except for that. You ask if you want pizza. You ask other things. Although being a parent and having everything suddenly go very quiet is terrifying, because that's normally when horrible, terrible, bad things are happening. Also, is the music loud enough? Is it too loud? Okay, great. Either something is about to go wrong or something already did and you don't know it yet. Might as well get a little warm. Oh, no, don't do that. No. Well, actually, yeah, you can do that. That's fine. I'll just do that and call it good. Yes. Oh, absolutely. I have a 2.5-year-old, and if things go quiet all of a sudden, you got a 50-50 shot of something bad just happened or is about to happen. Don't need to use swarms. Not yet. Alright, so it's an 8 to shoot the wasp or an 8 to shoot the cicada. Let's see here. Wasp has 48 armor, Cicada has 64. I mean, in reality, if I can just hit with some of these things... Ooh, actually, we're going to shoot at the... Whoops. Don't know why I just did, but okay. Do that. Ah! Kung Fu Hippie, thank you so much for following. I really appreciate it. that's why I had the chat up higher. Boop. Okay, there we go. Ah! And Ilyani, thank you for following. Thank you all. I really appreciate it. No, I think you were following on the other account. That's okay, though. Ooh, nice. Had your first 3 battles versus the clans, and now you have a Direwolf, a Mad Cat, and 3 Thors in your repair bay. Oh, that's awesome. I'm probably gonna make Youngster very happy, because as soon as this contract is done, I'm probably flying straight into clan territory and going to hate my life just a little, just a touch. Anyways, so the APC fired a miss. The Warhammer misses with everything. The Crusader firing at the Stinger misses with everything. The APC misses. Longbow. Oh, good. We hit the Griffin with 12 of our LRMs, doing 5 to the left torso, 5 to the left arm, and 2 to the center torso. LRM 5 hits with some, doing 3 to the left arm. The other LRM 5 hits, doing 3 to the left arm. Stinger misses. Wasp firing at the Orion hits with the SRM 2, doing 2 to the right torso. Orion against the Cicada only hits with the medium laser into the center torso. It's down to 6 armor. Then the Griffin hits with the medium laser into the center torso of the Kerensky. Cicada against the Orion also hits the center torso. That was less than ideal. I mean, I've been flying around on the periphery of the clans, and everybody makes fun of me, so I think that you're obligated to go immediately into the clan territory. But that's just... meh. Oh. It got one-shot by a large pulse. That is unfortunate for that Mad Cat. Very unfortunate. Oh, man. Of course the Warhammer just tanked initiative. Okay, that's fine. Everything is fine. Nothing is not fine here. All right, be back in like 2 seconds. I'm just going to grab a soda. Look, do not ask where that little E4 found a Clan XL engine. But the E4 Mafia will always deliver if you're good to them. %, E4 Mafia at work. Yes. Just nod, smile, and then also ask what they want for dinner, or what their preferred drink is, or literally anything. And when they need help clearing out the Connex, go help them, because there's a lot of stuff that's about to disappear because it's not on the books, and so therefore it doesn't need to be there. Oof. 6.5 million C-bills. That is steep. That is very steep. That wasp also apparently has a death wish. Oh, yeah. 100%. When I was in NTC, I'll tell you an alleged story. Everything here is alleged. Can neither confirm nor deny anything. So when you're at these training centers, you're using essentially like really old Vietnam era laser tag equipment. Is essentially what you're using. It's called Miles gear. And you've got a little, like some sensors that go on your helmet, some sensors that go on your chest, and that's what you use. And at the end of it, you're supposed to turn everything in. So literally the very last day that we were out there, I set my helmet down on something. Okay, so people ran away. That happens. I gotten done just like treating a whole bunch of people. Put my helmet down in the back of a truck. Went to sleep. Woke up the next morning. Went, grabbed my helmet. Didn't think anything of anything. Then I realized, many, many hours later, that the Miles gear that was attached to my helmet went missing. I was like, oh, that's not good. So I was looking around for it, asking around. Couldn't find it. And we had a whole bunch of snipers with us. And they came in. They just needed some stuff. It's like, hey, if you guys happen to run across any of this, like one of these things, you just let me know. They're like, we got you. The next day, they just magically found one. I don't know where they found it. I'm not going to ask where they found it. But I had mine then. And everything was fine. Let's do large pulse, medium laser. That should be fine. Yeah, we'll do swarms. Going for the stinger. Who knows? Maybe something magic will happen. Crazier things have happened. Medium lasers, SRM6. Call it a day. Well, the Warhammer finally did something. Put an ER medium into the right torso of the Wasp, and then another one into the right arm, destroying the right arm, but missed with everything else. The Heavy Track PPC, did a through armor crit on the left foot of the Kerensky, unfortunately. The longbow actually hit the stinger with 12 of the swarms, doing 5 to the center torso. Oh, no. 5 to the head, critting on the life support. So the pilot took a hit. And then took 2 more damage to the head. Oh, no, that's against the commando. So then some of the swarms went on, hit the head of the commando, doing 2 damage to that, causing that pilot to take some damage. Missed with the swarms against the stinger, but then moved on to the commando, hitting with 12 of those, doing 5 to the left leg, 5 to the center torso, and 2 to the left leg, critting on a heat sink there. Then the LRM-5 against the stinger hits with 4 missiles, doing 4 to the left torso. And missed with the last one, which is fine. The stinger put a medium laser into the right arm of the Kerensky and a machine gun into the left arm, machine gun into the left torso. Commando against the Kerensky hits with the medium laser into the left torso. Oh dear. Then firing tandem ammo out of the SRM-6 hits with 4 tandem charged missiles, doing 2 to the right torso, 2 to the right arm, 2 to the left arm, and 2 to the right torso. Oh no. Oh, that's super not good. Then the Gauss rifle explodes. That's super not good. Pilot takes 2 hits. And yeah, there goes the right torso for the most part. And then 2 to the left arm, 2 to the right leg, 2 to the right arm, and 2 to the right torso. Then the Crusader misses with everything. The Wasp firing at the Warhammer hits with a medium laser into the left arm. Oh man, they are firing all tandem charged. I'm super not cool with this. We get a crit against our Streak SRM 6 of all things, and then 2 damage to the left leg. Oh man. The Griffin misses with everything. Cicada against the Orion. Shit. Spooky has taken 3 hits now because we took a hit to the head. The Korinsky hits with a PPC into the right leg, critting on the foot and the hip. The Cicada also takes a hit with a medium laser into the left arm. SRM hits with 3 missiles, doing 2 to the left torso, 2 to the right torso, and 2 to the left leg. Well, the Korinsky stays standing. The Cicada also stays standing. Oofda. All right. What am I missing over here on chat? After last stream, you got me to give air support. Oh, yeah. Yeah, as soon as you fly off the map, then you can have them return. And so, like, 2 turns later, they'll come back. Don't you dare say that about my Orions. You know how I feel about my Orions. How about you? Oh, dear. Yeah, that is amazing. I still would have tried to find a place to hide some souvenirs, one might say. All right, can you kick him? On 9, we're going to find out. Ah, we kicked him. Destroyed the left leg. That is wonderful. Do we have to destroy them or cripple them? Destroy or rout? Okay, well. Well, the Wasp automatically fell down, fell to the right side, doing 2 to the right torso, critting on a heatsink, and the pilot takes a hit. Well, that was not the most ideal turn in the world. We roll a little better on our initiatives. That's nice. It doesn't matter how many Orions I have. I only have... How many do I have? I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I only have 9 Orions. I cannot spare to lose 1 if I'm going to have an entire company of Orions. It just can't happen. I need them all. I am definitely short in Orion, and having a Gauss rifle explode in the right torso did not help my case at all. Don't judge me on my Orions. You don't know me. You don't know my life. Three? Yeah, I think we can do that. If you go there, Doesn't really help you out at all. All right, so the wasp ejected. The longbow did not fall, thankfully. So I'm gonna stop making Kerenskis. All right, take care, Uki. I'm gonna stop making Kerenskis. I made my own custom Orion. It's based more on the ON1K, which I like a lot more, and fits more with what I want to do. Okay, don't need swarms. Go back to the regular LRMs, but all of them. Might as well. Does the movement rate go up at night? Do you mean like the cost of movement if it lost the searchlight? So the searchlight, I don't know the rules very well for that, but essentially if you're playing at night, it costs more movement points to move unless you move recklessly, in which case you're more likely to, like, you'll have to make more piloting skill rolls or PSRs, but you can move the regular speed, if that makes sense. Is that your question? And somebody out there probably knows the rules way better than I do. I'm like amateur hour with the rules. Yeah. So I'll be honest, the right place or the right person to ask is going to be like Uki knows those rules pretty well. I think Eclectic knows them pretty well. Somebody in here knows those rules. There you go. I'm the bad person who just like, oh, you're telling me I have to do it that way? Okay, sounds good. I don't like it, but fine. Yeah, I'll be fine. Well, the Kerensky hits with a snub nose into the left leg of the Griffin, medium laser into the center torso, medium laser to the right arm. The SRM hits with all 4 missiles, doing 2 to the left leg, 2 to the left torso, 2 to the right leg, and 2 to the right arm. Ooh, and then the longbow with the Stinger. Ooh, Stinger has a bad day. Hits with 12 missiles, doing 5 to the right arm, 5 more to the right arm, destroying the right arm, and then transfers 3 to the right torso, 2 to the right torso. Another 12 missiles hit, doing 5 to the right torso, 5 to the center torso, and 2 to the right leg. Then 5 LRMs hit, doing 5 to the right leg. Ah, good. And then we destroy the center torso. So the Stinger is no more. That is 2 out of 3 that we have to destroy. I don't remember seeing that in the updates. But it would simplify things a lot if they did. I know the basic rules very well. Anything beyond that, I don't know super well, and I normally have to go looking up. The only reason why I read like A Time of War or the A Time of War companion were when I was looking up a bunch of crap a few months ago about like why certain things worked the way they did so that I could know it for MekHQ. It's the only reason I even read those books. Same thing for a lot of the stuff from Campaign Operations. I'm reading the book so I can understand why MekHQ does the things that it does. It's the right thing to do? I don't know, but it works. I just scroll right past a couple things. So the Griffin hits the Kerensky with a large laser into the left leg. The Warhammer hits with a large pulse laser against the Griffin into the right leg. The Crusader against the Cicada. Ooh. Hits with 5 dead fires, destroying the left arm and 5 to the center torso, then missed with the other LRM. Griffin took 20 damage, needs a 6 rolls of 11. Well, the Griffin kicked the Karinsky and did 12 damage to the left leg. Not very nice. The Griffin is now at 9 heat. Our Crusader is at 5. But at least we rolled okay adjacent. Yeah. Go there. I think this Griffin is also about to have a bad day. I'm not an expert, but I'm pretty sure. Well, we're like 1 hour into the stream. I'm sure that there are folks out there who, or most people have already followed, but in case you haven't, go ahead and follow the stream if you are enjoying what you're seeing. If you're feeling super spicy, you can hit that little subscribe button down there. And if you're watching this on a later date and you haven't already started following the channel, I really appreciate it. What to do? I think we do that and hope for the best. I think we technically lost already, though, because I think that a lot of their stuff is already run away. I'll have to look to see if we did it. Psychatic Ace, thank you so much for joining. How are you today? Did I have to prevent them from running away? That's the question now. Technically didn't have to. It's either or. Okay, cool. I was supposed to. Oh, nice. Saying a new game of MekHQ. Very nice. All right, what was I doing? That's what I'm doing. There we go. I can still win. That's the thing, is I can still win, just not as much. All right, well, hopefully we can manage to hit the Griffin on 4s. That would be ideal. Medium lasers, yes. North-south motion. Might as well. Hey, you know what? You do you, bud. Whatever brings you joy. It is your game. You get the way to play it the way that you want to. Sure. Well, the Griffin hits the longbow with a large laser into the right leg. The longbow firing at the Griffin hits with 12 LRMs, doing 5, 10, 12 to the center torso. Then hits with another 12. Why? Then hits with another 12 missiles, doing 5 to the right leg, 5 to the right torso, another 2 to the right torso, and LRM 5 hits, doing 4 damage to the right torso. Griffin is still standing, but, you know, that's okay. The APC hits the longbow with an SRM2, doing 2 damage to the left torso. Crusader, firing at the commando, hits with the medium laser into the right arm, medium laser into the right torso, critting with no effect, but missed with the SRM6. Womp, womp. The Orion, firing with his PPC, hits the right arm, destroys the right arm, critting on the shoulder, because that matters now. Medium laser hits the left arm, going into the left torso, down to 9 internal structure, and then medium laser into the left leg. SRM hits with 3 missiles, doing 2 to the center torso, 2 to the left arm, and 2 to the left torso. And also 2 to the right torso. The Warhammer, firing at the commando, hits with a large pulse into the right arm, destroying the right arm, and transfers a little bit to the right torso. Ah, yes, good. And then we get an ammo explosion, which is always a good time. Yes. So that happens. They should, yep, auto eject, and they lost the center torso, but that's okay. That is a-okay. Well, the commando firing at the Crusader hits with some tandem charged. Does 2 to the right torso, 2 to the left leg, 2 to the left leg, which gets re-rolled into the head, unfortunately. So the pilot takes a hit. 2 to the right arm, 2 to the right arm, and 2 to the center torso. The Cicada does some damage to the Crusader as well, hitting with the medium laser into the right arm, medium laser into the left torso. So the Cicada took 20 damage, needs a 7, rolls a 3, falls down, does 3 to the right torso, and that pilot takes a hit. Griffin took 20 damage, needs a 6, rolls a 3, falls down as well. Falls to the front, does 5 to the left arm. That pilot also takes a hit. The Crusader took 20 damage, but it stays standing. Oh my goodness. What's happening over here? Hey, Eliana, you have a wonderful rest of the night. Take care and enjoy your day off tomorrow. So, yeah, they're releasing a new core rule book. So, what book you get kind of depends on what your questions are. You know, if you're just in it to play and enjoy and kind of learn as you go along, then you don't necessarily need any of the rule books. If you're wanting to really understand the rules behind a lot of the things and why they're done, campaign operations is a good way to go. That's the primary one that a lot of things within MekHQ are based off of. If you want more of the roleplay perspective, then that would be a Time of War. As for what they're releasing new editions of, I don't know. I honestly have no idea. I'm probably not going to worry about getting anything until they've been out for a while. All right. Oh, shoot. I was supposed to hit victory. Oh, well. Oh, dear. There we go. Cat, I need you to move. /victory. Victory is mine. All right, good. Good. But why are you the way that you are? Okay. Honestly, campaign ops is gonna be the thing that is most useful. Okay, what was I doing? That's right. You can just stand there. Applesauce. Yeah, walk forward, do the things. Crusader can go right about there-ish. Spooky can chill. And there we go. Well, that's unfortunate. They crashed their car. We'll get warm. Just do a full alpha strike on the Griffin from the longbow. I feel like the Cicada is about to have a very bad day. In fact, it had a very bad day. Well, the Griffin missed. The longbow, does a lot of very bad things to this little griffin. But does it die? It doesn't die. Oof. Oof. Alright, fine. The Warhammer does very bad things to the cicada, including just destroying it outright. The cicada is mush. The griffin, it took a gyro hit and 40 damage, and it falls down. Does a little bit of damage to the left torso. Now, I said /victory, right? Right? There we go. Battletech core rulebook. So it's just going to be core rules. It's going to be essentially the new Total Warfare. Is probably what it's going to be. I am not looking for... Hold on. I hit victory, right? Oh dear. There we go. As long as nobody leaves the map at this point, that's all I care about. There we go. And we did the things, including causing the pilot blackout. The mech still exists, technically. Some of it. Okay, good. Finally. All victory conditions. Good, 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 good. All right, we did the things. How many of them fled? That's the question right now. 10 fled. So 50% made it. Oh, wait, no, I didn't control the field. I controlled the field. There we go. I mean... Technically, I prevented 50% exactly. And so it would have been the first 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then skip 3, next 2. 1, 2. And then skip 1, next 2. Skip 1, next 1. Skip 2, next 2. All right, cool. There we go. Confirm. Nice. All right. Nice, nice, nice. That is most excellent. All right, let's see how bad everything is for Spooky, because Spooky definitely just took 3 hits. And I'm very concerned for Spooky's safety. Ah, good. So Spooky has a jaw fracture, some random bruised organ, and a right foot fracture. That is unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. Yeah, that blows. So for probably the majority of the rest of the contract, Spooky's going to be out of the fight. Fortunately, Unfortunately, Vendetti should be coming back like tomorrow. Not that I know of, no. No, I don't. Interstellar Ops, I don't think is really implemented, or if it is, it's just in the way that travel occurs. I don't know. I've never read that one, so honestly, I have no idea. All right, cool. Let's go ahead. You know, why was I caring about what I could salvage and what I couldn't? I wasn't controlling the field anyways. Ugh. I'm a dum-dum. All right, let's go to the area of operations. Cool. Advance the day. People came home. Things are happening. This is good. All right, one day. Uno mas day. Come on. All right, good deal. Good. Cool. All right, and with that, let's go ahead. We're going to take Spooky out of the Kerensky. We're going to put Venditti into the Kerensky. Hurts me so much. So you still have some internal bleeding. That's fine. You still have a fracture. That is less fine. You both have fractures. Shoot. Hold on, wait. You're using an RS? I think we need to sub out. Yeah, let's just do that. So let's take the Crusader 3R, take you out. And let's add the Crusader 3RS. Is there a reason why? Oh, you don't have a right arm. That's why you're not there. Why do I have you sitting in here? There's no point in you sitting in this mech right now. Why don't you just get into a quick draw and we'll call it a day. So no. So strategic operations is oh goodness gracious. It's more about like your campaign level. So a lot of the things that used to be in strat ops are now in campaign operations. Strategic operations is not utilized nearly as much or nearly as heavily. It's more for kind of your big campaign stuff. It does cover some of the space bound stuff, like I don't remember what all exactly. But honestly, my recommendation is play with MekHQ. There's going to be a lot of stuff that is just done for you that the rule books are trying to tell you how to do. There are also other things that MekHQ cuts some corners on in a good way, in my opinion. And so when you start having questions and you have multiple questions that come up over and over again, figure out what rulebook that's in and then get that rulebook. Otherwise, you're going to end up with a whole bunch of rulebooks that you read the first 7 lines in, and then they sit on a shelf or they sit on your computer and you never touch them. Whenever anybody is approaching MegaMek, MekHQ, anything like that, the only rules I actually encourage them to read right off the bat are the basic rules. That's it. Basic rules. Learn how the game roughly works. Like learn how the tabletop portion of it works. And then from there, you can figure a lot out just by doing. Let's go ahead and do some more exploring. Let's explore. Let's see here. Recon. Ah, good. Tank base. Did that spawn? It did not. Okay, good. Scouts. Oh, wow. That was a terrible roll. Ground recon. Tango. Is Alpha Lance at home? Alpha Lance is at home. Do I have... What do I have for tanks that are not being utilized right now? Goblin infantry support vehicles. Manticore heavy tank. You know, I think I would almost prefer... I would almost prefer to take a Manticore than the Demolisher. Or the Behemoth. I think I'm going to do that, actually. Or I could take the Goblin. Yeah, I could take the Goblin. Whatever. I'll take what I have for right now, and then we'll call it a day here pretty soon with all that. Hold on. Wait. Oh, of course, because I don't have a streak 6, naturally. So we've got 6 in transit, 2 in transit, 2 in transit. I'm not replacing those. I've got 12 cockpits on transit. Go ahead and order another 2 streak 6s, even though it hurts me. It's annoying. All right, cool. Is there anything left to repair? No? All right. Well, Alpha Lance, go Power Rangers. Yeah, we'll take the battle armor. What do they have? They have things and stuff. We have allied aircraft. Oh, they have a Hollander too. Hello. All right, well, we have to destroy or cripple or force withdrawal of 75% of their forces. So they've got 7. So we need to destroy, what, 6 of them? I should be able to do that with what I have. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. But overkill is underrated, so asteroid. Reinforce instantly, and the verdict is cool. We rolled a 6 and a 3, we needed a 4. When is this fight? In 5 days. Okay, great. We have time. Good. Recon Lance came home early. No longer fatigued. That's beautiful. We're doing things and stuff. And hold on. 19 million? What are we buying? Okay, friends, hold on. I don't think we need quite that much. Stand by. Hold on. Wait a second. SRM. Yeah, why don't we drop you down to like, I don't know, 500? 500% of what you actually need? Ish? Big on the ish? Actually, you know what? I might even just do like 250% for the Streak 2s, Ultra AC5. Let's do 500%. Gauze rifle ammo, where are you? My goodness. Do not need 100%. Let's just do like 400%. Or even just 300% is fine. Black AC5, 300. 300. Man, I must have been very, very high when I did this. And considering I don't get high, I don't know what I was thinking. 5,000%. I don't think we need that. Let's do like 500. There's all of that fun stuff. Just, you know, have to fix my screw ups a little bit. Okay, there we go. That looks more betters. Close that. We're going to just go away. All of this, go away. Parts in use, and let's go ahead and order parts. There we go. 3 million is much more reasonable. That is a much more reasonable number. That is in Field Manual Mercenaries, is what explains all of that in the GIF. And I don't know if the most recent one still does. I think not the most recent version, but the previous version of Campaign Operations also explained the different mission types. But I know Field Manual Mercs explained it. Okay, is there anything that I can repair right now? A whole lot of nope. Alright, well. Let's just keep on wandering around this happy little map and seeing what we see. Oh, good. Good. You only have 20 days until you're all better. It's fine. Oh. Whoa, hold on. No, I am not doing a low atmo run with a single aerospace fighter. That is a horrible idea. Get wrecked. Nice. Okay, cool. All right, we found some things. We did the things. Things will be here eventually. Nice. We actually got some good rolls on that one. Oh, there we go. Hostile spaceport. All right, when is... All right, the facility assault is in 3 days. Okay. No bigs. No bigs. We've got until the 23rd of April to figure all this stuff out, so we should be fine, honestly. So we'll advance 1 day. Oh, good. Critical convoy escort. Isn't that nice? All right, we ordered a whole bunch of stuff. We did the things. We improved the quality of some of our stuff. All right, let's go. So we got a tank base. We have found a tank base. They have tanks there that we need to destroy, and we are going to go and we are going to destroy their tanks, and we are going to like it. So we have some allied aircraft that are going to come in and help us. They have tanks, they have mechs, they have turrets. We are going to go in, we are going to kill them, and we are going to leave. I don't necessarily need to, but what would you recommend for increasing my convoy capacity? I'm thinking either a planet lifter, which is much bigger, uses Aerobay as a your convoy capacity. So for convoy capacity, you're wanting to look at just like, oh, you're good. So for like, oh yeah, I kind of need to replace some of my battle armor since they kind of got rocked in one of the last battles. Anyways, for convoy capacity, you want to strike a balance. So a lot of your questions you can actually find answers to in this happy little thing up here called Glossary. And so in convoy operations, convoy forces. So it'll give you a little bit of information, but essentially you want to avoid having a formation that has more than about 200 tons. Fair. And so when you're talking about convoy stuff, log section, having just a few vehicles that total out to a certain amount of tonnage is actually ideal. So I use like some prime movers, I use flatbeds, things like that. And that provides a pretty nice rounded out amount. And if you have multiple logistics sections or multiple convoy sections, the game will automatically pull what it needs. So if it needs one section, it uses one section. If it needs two sections, it'll pull both. And it'll pull however much it needs up to the maximum of what you have. But for learning how to do things within MekHQ, I do recommend starting off small. Because if you start off big, you have a lot more to manage, and you might not totally know what all is going on. But starting with like a company level or even a couple of lances is a really nice, happy place to start off. All right, let's go. Start game. Commence drop. Let's do recovery. Bravo. Confirm. Grab a couple of techs. Confirm. Can confirm. Nice. The battle armor is actually here on turn 1. That's great. Oh, no, don't lay any mines. Yes, I know I have undeployed mines. Calm down. One second. Tell you what, I will be back in about 3 minutes. I just have to run off and do one thing super fast, so don't run away. Okay. Thank you for your patience. Oh, I wasn't gone that long. Let's go. Here we go. Well, the one way to answer your question, it's kind of a crap answer, but is to try it and see what happens. What mission type are you looking for, McKid? Not saying I'll have the answer, but let's see here. Oh, this is going to be gross. Actually, I think I've played this map before. So, yes. Mole hunting. Oh, I remember seeing that one. Mole hunting is kind of like... hold on. I think I can find it. Give me a second. But multiple convoy forces is nice because if your employer is only providing you with, say, 30 tons of supplies, and your single convoy force can pull 200 tons of supplies, you're going to get a mission from that because you have way too much stuff for transportation. But if you have multiple transports or multiple convoy forces, each one able to pull like 25 or 30 tons each, then the game is going to assign the correct number of forces to be able to get all of the supplies up to the maximum of what you can carry. Let's see here. It's going to be one of these. Pretty sure I've seen it in one of the versions. Mayhaps. Come on. Nope, not that one. Whoop. Come on. 116. I'll look for it in a little bit. So if I can find it, I'll send it to you. How about that? Just remind me because I'm going to forget. Oh, good. Good. All right. Anyways, this is gross. I've played this map before. And walking into a town straight into an SRM carrier is not my idea of a good time. It's like the opposite of my idea of a good time. Maybe I can come in from here. Maybe? Okay, well, they'll put a grasshopper right there. That's fine. Let's see. Orion. There's a regular run-of-the-mill Orion, and you have to come from the north. Okay. Manicore. You're still... Hold on. Didn't I repair you? You weren't repaired? Really? Oops. That's awkward. Hopefully that battle armor can get in, close the distance, and just do some things. Kind of. Because if the total convoy amount still gets over that threshold, then it's going to yield a higher likelihood of ambushes. I don't like this. I'm super not a fan of what is happening right now. Super duper not a fan. It's also annoying because I've had this mouse for, I don't know, almost 10 years probably. And I think it's finally starting to die. Like the optical sensor on it is just doing weird things. It's not even worth shooting down the buildings, so they are too tough. Too tough. Well, shoot. I have a feeling this is going to get very, very kinetic, very fast as soon as we get into the city. Well, there are friends. Probably actually want to keep our distance just a touch, just a little bit until they do their bombing runs, because I'm betting they're going to dump all of those immediately now. Yeah, they're probably going to drop everything just all at once, and it's going to be a straight up bad time. Oof, no, do not. Don't run up to the SRM carrier. No. Don't do it. You're too young. Okay. Interesting, very interesting. You're gonna drop cluster bombs right on that grasshopper, aren't you? Yep. Good. That should be fine. Okay, can you back up to where you can still see the dude? But maybe. No, you're not getting to long range. Okay, great. That's fine. Oh yeah, there's some massive vehicles like that. Pretty impractical in practice. There we go. Well, let's do it like that. See what happens. Hopefully we can just essentially do 3 alpha strikes into the grasshopper with all of the things, and then he decides that he doesn't want to play anymore. Oh, I thought you could see him. Oh well. think this grasshopper is about to have a very, very unhappy day. What I probably should have done is fire on the SRM for the Ostrak, but whatever, he'll be fine. He'll be just fine. Well, so the sniper turret fires at the Sholigar. The flak turret fires to lightning. Light missile emplacement fires to lightning. The Bulldog firing at the Marauder. Hit with a large laser against the right torso, doing 4 damage. Then the SRM hits, doing 2 to the left torso, and another 2 to the left torso. Another SRM 4 hits, doing 2 to the left torso and 2 to the left arm. The Hollander fired a Gauss rifle with lightning and hit the right wing, damaging the landing gear. That's going to make it a little more difficult. Marauder with the Grasshopper hits with a medium pulse into the left arm, PPC into the left arm, medium pulse into the right arm, critting with no effect. The Ostrak against the Grasshopper puts an ear large into the center torso, ear large into the left leg, but missed with the medium lasers. Griffin misses. The Pike shoots up the lightning a little bit and hits the engine. That's no good. That's a super no good situation there. The Stalker manages to hit with a medium laser against the Grasshopper, but the Building takes the hit, then does 5 damage to the left torso. The Grasshopper against the Orion hits with a medium laser in the left torso and a medium laser into the center torso. The Slayer, yes, of course, naturally drops some cluster bombs, damaging our own Kerensky and our Marauder. Does some more damage to the Marauder. Some damage to the Ostrak because they missed. Some damage to the Kerensky. Some more damage to the Orion and the Marauder. Grasshopper keeps getting hit. Orion takes more damage. Marauder takes more damage. Ostrak takes more damage. Also critting on the lower arm. Marauder takes even more damage. Grasshopper takes a bunch of damage. Grasshopper's still standing though. Ostrak against the Marauder hits with the ER large into the right arm, ER large into the left leg. This is why aerospace is always a double-edged sword. The Kerensky, medium laser into the right torso of the Grasshopper. Miss with everything else. The Lightning drops some bombs in the Hollander. Oof. Critting on a hand, but not a whole lot else. The Pike shoots the Lightning and hits with a couple of things. The light missile emplacement also shoots the Lightning and hits with some stuff. The Eagle drops some bombs on the Griffin, and it takes some damage, critting on a jump jet. And they destroyed a building as well, to boot. Awesome misses with everything. Kerensky against the Grasshopper hits with a medium laser into the center torso, medium laser into the left torso, critting on the heatsink twice. Shulgar hits the Pike support vehicle with some stuff and dumps all of the rocket pods and misses them. Oof. That is a big oof. The Brutus hits the Grasshopper with some SRMs, doing 2 to the center torso, 2 to the left arm, critting on a heatsink and destroying the left arm, and then also damaging the center torso and the left torso, and the PPC into the left leg, but that gets soaked up by a building. The Griffin took 20 damage, needs 6 rolls of 9. Hollander took 40 damage, needs an 8 rolls of 5, falls down onto its front, does 4 damage to the left leg, and the pilot avoids damage. The Grasshopper took 140 damage. 140. Okay. Needs a 12, rolls a 9. Falls down onto the left side, does 5 to the center torso, 1 to the head. The pilot takes a hit. Then the pilot takes another hit because they needed a 12 to not get hurt. The Marauder took 20 damage, needs a 4, rolls an 8. Orion took 20 damage, needs a 5, rolls a 10. All right, so the Grasshopper appears to be slightly on fire. After it took 145 damage in a single round of combat. There is still armor. There is armor on the head, center torso, right torso, left torso, and the legs actually look extraordinarily good. Shockingly. So, remember friends, Grasshoppers are tough. Grasshoppers are tough. Okay, I might have dum-dum. Why can't I kick you? You're at level -1. Level -1. Level -1. Why can't I kick you? Oh, absolutely. Welcome back, Uki. The Grasshopper is definitely my favorite of the bug mechs. And the OG, the original Grasshopper, the, is that you? Yeah. Oh, this one carries a PPC, but like the ones that are just medium laser platforms are definitely my favorite. The 5J, not a fan. Not a fan at all. Oh, good. We kicked in the head. So there goes the Grasshopper. Well, Griffin is at 9 heat. Hollander's at 7 heat. The Sholigar is out of control, loses 6 elevation. And really bad things happen to it. Very bad things happen. Then the Lightning goes out of control, loses 3 elevation. Very bad things happen to it as well. And we are down to 2. Most of the stuff is... So there's additional information on that somewhere. I just don't remember where off the top of my head. Okay. 1 down, 5 to go. And now we have tank friends? No, we have crashed friends. That's it. Oh, that Griffin's having a bad day. You know, what I don't want to do is I don't actually want to close the distance with an SRM carrier. That is not my idea of a good time. Hey now, this one I have reinforcements that arrived on time. Okie dokes. Nothing to it but to do it, I guess. What are you? You're a bulldog. Time to occupy your space. I don't think that drones are implemented in MekHQ or in MegaMek, though. I don't think. I could be wrong. Don't hold me to it. Either, I know Hammer would know for sure if drones are implemented. That man knows everything. All right, we got a 55-ton mech standing on a CF-128 building. Do I shoot the mech? Do I shoot the building? I think I shoot the mech. On 9s. What is it to hit the building? Can't hit it? Okay, cool. I shoot the mech. But is there ever a practical reason why you need to carry 200 tons? Not really. No. No. Let's see here. There we go. Do a swarm attack. Hey, you do you, bud. All of my salvage vehicles are modified Battletech recovery vehicles for the most part, with a couple of lift twists that allows them to carry, I want to say it's 137 tons, something like that. And the heavy Battletech recovery vehicles, those are able to carry like 170 tons. I've got 3 lift twists. Good enough for me. I've only ever had one thing that I had a hard time with. And I'm not very sad about it, so. Oh yeah, absolutely you can. Yeah, yeah, you just take them into, so when you customize, take them into MechLab like normal. And then when MechLab opens up, kerpow, you are good to go. So this one, 3 lift twists. You assign your crits. Life is good. I think I had to take off like 2 pieces of armor or something stupid. Not a big deal. Just make sure that when you set your tech level, you set to experimental. Otherwise, it's not going to work. And then when it doesn't work, you'll be a sad panda. As long as you have the crit slots. That's the big one. You have to make sure you have the slots on your crits. Oh, naturally. Well, the Bulldog shot at the Marauder, hit with a medium or a large laser into the center torso. Then the SRMs hit, doing 2 to the right arm, 2 to the center torso. Ostrock missed the Griffin. Marauder misses the Griffin with everything. That is a big bummer. The Kerensky firing on the Bulldog, hits with a medium laser to the right side, medium laser into the turret, and PPC into the rear. Gauss rifle hits the turret. It's down to 0 armor. Battle armor, swarm attack. Defender has been swarmed. That's exciting. Then the Kerensky firing the Griffin, hits with a PPC into the center torso. Gauss rifle misses, unfortunately, and medium laser into the left torso. SRM carrier firing at the battle armor. Hits. We lose 1 trooper, we lose 2 troopers, we lose 3 troopers. We lost all 4 troopers to our happy dandy SRM carrier. Well, that was fun while it lasted. Goodbye, battle armor. Yeah, rest in peace. I have now lost both of my battle armor squads on this ill-fated mission. The Ostrok firing at the Bulldog hits with an ER large into the front, ER large into the rear. Awesome, firing at the Griffin hits into the left torso, but missed with the other one. The Stalker firing at the Bulldog hits with the medium laser into the rear. Missed with everything else. Griffin firing at the Marauder. Hits with some LRMs doing 5 to the right leg. Orion on the Bulldog hits the right side, immobilizing the vehicle. That thing has no armor. It is a husk, but it is still there. The Griffin stays standing. Yeah, they're so expensive to fix. So very expensive. That's why I haven't replaced the other ones, because I have to replace 4 suits, and it's like 1 million per suit. At that point in time, I just might as well get a mech. Well, the Griffin is warm with 9 heat. Then our air support flies off the map, which is fine. Well, good. We rolled decently, but not with anything I cared about rolling decently with. All right, so the good news is that vehicle's immobile. Bad news is that the SRM carrier still exists, which I'm really not okay with right now. I kind of wanted to send you on a mission to go running around the town. Yeah. I don't love this at all. Yeah, it has here is only 600,000, and honestly, you can find it for cheaper. Yeah. I mean, I understand why they're as expensive as they are. It just makes me sad. I have not, so I I haven't had time to do much of anything recently. I'm either at work or I'm doing work around the house, which is why I haven't been streaming very much. The last few weeks I've been working about 80 hours a week, which has been a bummer. Actually, just shoot at the turret. There's Nothing there right now, so do that. I mean, the headser is literally just you shove an AC-20 onto some tracks and you yeet it into the world. And you're more using the front end armor as a ballast or a counterweight, which is why it has thick front end armor. Because the meat and potatoes of the weapon is on the back. Yeah, headser. Fine, wheels. Wheels. You shove it onto some wheels. So there's a tracked headser and a wheeled headser. So I'm pretty sure. Oops, that's the wrong thing. Oh, nope. They're only wheeled. You're right. My bad. Yeah, I mean, the AC-20 is the big cost. The other big cost is the ammo for the AC-20. All right, here's to hoping none of our people die, because I literally just had them walk right in front of an SRM carrier that said, "Hold my beer." Which one's cheaper? An LRM headser or an LRM carrier? And then which one gets you more bang for the buck? Because if it costs you like 700,000 for the LRM carrier, but you're getting what, 3 LRM 20s versus an LRM headser where you're paying 600,000 for a single LRM 20, LRM carrier suddenly becomes more bang for the buck. Oh, never mind. 2 million for an LRM carrier? Okay, cool. Oh, good. The Bulldog exploded. That's nice. All right, the SRM carrier, we hit it with the medium laser into the left side, medium laser into the left side, down to 2 armor. AC-10 flak hits it, doing 5 to the left side, down to 3 internal structure, 1 to the front, and it's still there. No. Yeah. Actually ends up being pretty close to cost. The LRM carrier gets to be... I mean, yeah, the LRM carrier needs a bodyguard in a way. But the idea behind an LRM carrier is that if it's close enough for somebody to shoot at it, it's too close. Well, we hit the Griffin a couple of times, but nothing too crazy. Then the SRM carrier fires. Shockingly, nothing awful. We just took a bunch of damage. Took 60 damage, but we stay standing. That's great. I mean, all of the carriers, LRM, SRM, and laser carriers, they're the definition of glass cannons. True. I mean, you can make it so that enemy reinforcements spawn right on top of you with this if you want to feel right at home. Okay, there we go. That's much more gooders. Oh, actually, that wasn't initiative. Never mind. That is still much more gooders. Youngster beat you to it there, Uki. You're good. Yeah, it ends up being pretty equal on cost. The LRM carrier is probably going to be a little quicker, maybe. The Headster can actually take a hit. Okay, where'd the SRM carrier go? There it is. Let's do that. CF-120 under a, what, 85-ton mag? Don't do that. Oh, that's actually really easy. So, for IDF, when I get to the firing phase, just let me know, and I'll show you exactly how to do it. Yep, that's exactly how you do it. Oh, friends, we can do my favorite pastime. We can knock a building out from under a mech. I'm so excited. Okay, so yes, anything that can see the enemy can spot. So, for example, let's say I wanted to spot the Griffin with this Ostrock. I click on the hex, and I select the Griffin, then I click spot. So, do you want to spot for IDF? Yes. And then after that, if anybody else is spotting that hex, a red and yellow border will surround the hex. And so done firing. So now you can see there's that yellow and red border around the hex. Yeah. That means that somebody is spotting that mech or that hex right now. You do take penalties on spotting. So if your spotter runs, if your spotter is firing, if you're like any of those things. But yeah, if you're a mech or a Vic, if you're a mech, if you're infantry or battle armor, then you essentially get spotting for free, because there's multiple people. So the idea is that, yeah. Yep, and then from there, oh good. From there, let's say you're wanting to shoot at this or whatever. You click the mode button, and you'll get a message that says LRM switch to indirect. And up at the top, it'll say indirect as well. The only downside is that you can't select multiple LRMs and hit mode. You have to do each one individually, which is kind of annoying, but small price to pay. And then you select whatever you're trying to shoot at. And it'll tell you exactly what's happening. So for this one, You know, we got a gunnery of 3, attacker ran says +2, target move 3 to 4 hexes says +1, target jump +1, minimum range 4, IDF is +1, and the spotter ran is another +2. So there you go. Is that clear as mud? There you go. A lot of times people would use like VTOLs for spotting as well. It's not as great as like infantry, but you can also take a VTOL, drop infantry off, and then like run away and hope for the best. Oh, yep. Really fast hovering infantry works really well too. All right, we are going to shoot the building out from under a happy, non-assuming mech. Oh, good. All right, our Kerensky takes a couple of hits. The Griffin fires at the Marauder and hits with some stuff. We did finally destroy the SRM carrier, which is pretty great. The Orion shoots at the building. Our Kerensky shoots at the Pike support vehicle, hits the front, hits the left side, hits the left side. It's also immobilized now, which is great. We hit with some SRMs, and we destroy the fuel tank. Well, wait, what? What do you... Yeah, MegaMek doesn't use lift hoists. MekHQ, when it comes to salvage operations, does utilize lift hoists. However, if you're going to be using mechs, you have to have 2 hands in order to use mechs for salvage. So lift hoists cannot be utilized for salvage from mechs, and salvage hoists, like salvage tools, because those are more utilized for individual like part salvage, and those rules have not been implemented yet. So like battlefield stripping has not been implemented. Oof. Oh man. 10 points straight to the head. Well, my favorite thing happened. The building collapsed. The Griffin takes 3 damage to the center torso, then it falls 3 levels, doing 19 damage. Takes 5 to the right torso rear, 5 to the left arm, and then 5 to the right arm, and another 4 to the right arm. But the pilot avoids damage. Ah, good. We destroyed the center torso of the Griffin. That's nice. So they had 7 critters. We have to destroy 5 of them. And we have destroyed... Oh. Have we destroyed that many? Really? I guess we destroyed 2 mechs. And then 2 Vex, that's 4. What's the other vehicle we destroyed? Oh, one of the vehicles I think got blown up. Well, oops. We can go ahead. Oh. There we go. / victory. We'll play out this one and call it good. I don't think there was a basement. Hold on. No, there was no basement. It did not fall into the basement. Although that would have been quite excellent for it to fall in the basement. Seems safe. Well, why don't we just go say hello to that pike really quick? Yeah, that should be fine. Cool. Everybody succeeded on their piloting roles. Now all we have to do is shoot some things. Sure, we'll get warm. It's over this round anyway, so it doesn't matter if we get a little overheated. All right, McGib, take it easy. We'll see you next time, okay? Next stream for sure is going to be on Tuesday, by the way. Tuesday. It's something like that, yeah. I don't remember the exact rules for salvage. I have to go look it up really quick, but it's something along those lines. Oh man. Kerensky gets hit by a Gauss rifle into the right arm, but everything else looks to be pretty okay. The Hollander loses the right arm. And then right torso. Oh no, the gauze rifle exploded. And the pilot blacked out. And they ejected. And center torso is barely hanging on by a thread. Did we immobilize it? We did. We immobilized the pike. Oh, womp womp. The Hollander lost the center torso. Sad day. All right, well. That, as they say, was that. So cargo capacity matters for how much something can carry. So, oh, hold on. Let me see if I can go find where we talked about this. Because I had... Mishra was able to explain it to me in very small words that I could understand. Let's see here. Oh, this looks like it's it. Yeah, there it is. So there are two different things that you have to pay attention to. It's essentially towing capacity and lift capacity. So if you're dragging something off, then it is determined by hold on, wait. I have to read this again. Tell you what, I'll look this up in a little bit. I'll put something in the Discord because, yeah. Anyways. Yeah, I'm kind of bummed that Hollander exploded. And that should be everything. And we have achieved victory. It's all good. It's just getting late, and I'm getting tired, and it's hard for me to focus. No. Yes. There we go. Unfortunately, our salvage is going to be very poor this time around, which is going to be unfortunate. All right. Done, 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 done. I control the field. Yeah, I've got the... Here, hold on one sec. The place where we talked about it was like right in here. There it is. That is where we talked about it a long time ago in the Discord channel, and she explains the rules in a they explain the rules in very, very small words so that I can understand. Well, the grasshopper is recoverable at least, so I'm happy about that. I will always take another grasshopper. Cool. There we go. There's that. Finish it up. Can confirm. Oh, sad day. Sad, sad day. All of our battle armor piles went goodbye. Okay, well. They performed seppuku instead of being captured. I don't think I've seen that one before. Oh, a few people did that. Oh, dear. Oh, my. All right. Well, that's nice. We'll go ahead and go forward by like a day. All right, so people came home. So we got dismissed from the infirmary, and that's about it. See what we can repair. Wobby level. What? What does that even mean? Wobby? Whoopie? Wobby? My brain, doesn't comprehend. Word of Blake. Thank you. Sorry, I'm not a cool kid. I'm not hip and in with the times. Oh, good. A VIP ambush. Cool, cool, cool. Well, we now have pretty much 2 of our last missions that we absolutely have to get done. The enemy is still in a weakened state. We have completely lost all of our battle armor because we're the cool kids. We've got 2 essential missions that are still pending that we will have to deal with. Oh, fair. Yeah, that's totally fair. But I think this is as good of a place as any to leave off. So we'll go ahead and stop it here for right now. The next stream will be next Tuesday, once again. Starting, the schedule is going to get a little wonky here in a couple of weeks. So I'm having my second kid here in a couple of weeks or a few weeks. When that happens, I'm just going to stream when I can. And it'll probably be fairly short notice, so I'm really sorry. But I'll still try to stream fairly consistently on Tuesdays. And starting probably mid to late July, not mid to late July, mid to late June, hopefully I'll be able to go to 2 days a week again, and then we can kind of get back into a regular tempo for a while, at least until things happen. I love that for them. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and call it here. I hope you all had a fun time. I appreciate you being here. If you haven't already followed the stream, I really appreciate if you did. If you are feeling really spicy and want to subscribe, I would definitely really appreciate that. The coffee is always appreciated. And if you're watching this later on YouTube and you want to subscribe to the YouTube channel, I would also appreciate that. Otherwise, take care. Have a wonderful rest of the night, and we'll catch you next time. Take care. Oh, and as always, I'll find a random stream for us to read.